Hello and welcome to Open 2.0. I'm your host, Sky. Today we will be talking to a Bronx hairstylist about her journey. Please welcome to the show my guest, Amanda Rivera. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Blessed to be here. How are you?
That's lovely. We're very thankful to have you here today. So I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to partake in hairstyling?
I would say what inspired me to partake in hairstyling is my best friend because during the pandemic, he would have me like do box braids on his hair and like different styles. So me practicing on his hair and like seeing my growth motivated me to actually pursue and being a hairstylist.
During when in the pandemic was this?
It was early pandemic. I started around May.
Okay, so since it's been 2 years since then, have you had plenty of clientele, or would you say that your clientele has been slow?
I had a lot of clientele, but I would say it's kind of up and down. There's moments where I have a lot of clientele and I'm always booked, but then there's times as of right now where I'm not really booked and I have less clientele.
Okay, that's nice. So, what hair services do you offer to your clients?
Besides styling, my services aren't really like I don't offer too much because I don't have like my space where I could do hair at. But I do offer like besides styling, I offer my hair growth oil, and I offer a wash and blow. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so a wash and blow would also be like a wash and set, right?
Yeah, correct.
Do you involve a hair dye or?
I do hair dye, but I let it be known that I'm not specialized in cosmetology just yet. So if you want to pursue with that, then I'm cool with it. But I let it be known that I'm not specialized just yet.
Okay, that's great. That's good that you can multitask. And can I ask what are the oils that are involved in this hair growth oil that you have here?
Um, Honestly, it's a lot of oils that I used to use, and I kind of mixed it in. So, like for example, there's coconut oil in there, avocado oil, peppermint oil, neem oil, and I have a herbal hair mix in there, and I also have a traditional African powder called chebe powder in there, and I kind of mix it all in. I let it sit for about 2 weeks, and I strain it, and then put them in the bottles.
So, how much do you sell this bottle for?
I sell the bottles for $10 each.
Is there any bigger size, smaller size? Is the only size, right?
Yeah, that's only the only size.
Okay, that's a nice. That's a nice set price. But what would you say that? How long does the oil last? Would you say, in your opinion, since it's
Um,
self-made?
I think I think I think it depends how you apply it. If you use a lot, then maybe it will last you about 2-3 weeks. But if you only use like a decent, maybe tablespoon amount, it probably lasts you almost a month.
Depends on clientele. Okay, so, do you say you have a policy for your clients?
Yeah, I do have a policy, but my policy isn't really strict. I require a non-refundable $20 deposit. I always say posture is key, so sit up, head up, and I recommend you coming in with your hair washed and product free.
Okay, that's good. So, to mention, you're a traveling hairstylist. So,
Mhm.
for that policy, would you raise the security on it, or would you keep it the same?
I will keep it the same. It's just if you're more than 30 minutes away from me, I would require a traveling fee. Just consideration. Sometimes you gotta pay tow and stuff because I travel by car. So yeah,
Okay, so no public transportation.
no.
Okay, so would you say that you travel? What's the farthest distance that you're saying you're willing to travel for your clients? Sorry.
I'm willing to travel within the 5 boroughs. Just as I said, if it's more than a 30-minute drive, I would, require a traveling fee.
Okay, that's great. So, since you do travel, does it ever get tiring, to travel to a client?
It definitely does. I think that's my main struggle right now. I would prefer having my own space and having my clients come to me so they can feel more comfortable and I can feel more comfortable because it's my space, everything's set up, organized. Because as a traveling hairstylist, is like I have to bring everything with me, get to them, set up. So I feel like it's definitely more difficult.
May I ask what are the items that you bring with you? Because I know like hairstyling is more than just a few items. It's like more of a process and more of a large items that you wouldn't really
Um,
travel with.
It depends on the style. If like I'm working with a female and she wants extensions, I have to bring my hair rack. I have to bring my flat iron, But if it's like no extensions, it's just I'm really bringing my hair bag. My hair bag
That's
that has
fine.
my products like my shining gel, my rubber bands, my combs, stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Oh, that's pretty nice. So would you say, I know you mentioned females, so you also take male clientele.
Correct. I take male and female.
And how do you set prices for these clients? Like, do you go based off hair length or?
Yeah, I charge by hair length, but the way I set up my prices, I try not to put too much thought into it. I try to make it as affordable as possible, but like making sure I'm still receiving what my work is worth.
So would you say that the longer the hair is, the more expensive it is?
Correct. I charge by length. So for example, if it's like shoulder length, it would be 25. Correction, 45.
45 shoulder length?
Yeah.
Okay. And anything past shoulder length would be?
So shoulder length is 45. I believe middle back is 55.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember my prices. Too many.
It's
And
fine.
then like
I know you have a menu
tailbone.
set price for them.
Yes, tailbone is like 60. But if anybody is like wondering, it's set on my page. My prices.
Okay, so we'll be mentioning your page more towards the end. We'll be getting to that. But I wanted to ask if your clientele was to ask for any hair treatments or services like hair mask, like for you to apply the hair growth, would you do it for them? Like, do you offer that service too?
Yeah, I do. I don't really like charge like to apply my hair growth oil, but if it was like they want a hair treatment, then maybe because that's like a process, you gotta let it sit and stuff. I would
Yeah.
like charge extra for that.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned for more Open 2.0. Welcome back. We continue with Amanda. Hi. Welcome back, Amanda. And I just wanted to ask, do you remember your first client?
Yeah, besides my best friend, because I'm always practicing on him, my first client was a close friend of mine. His name is Jay Hollywood, and I believe it was ponytail twist.
I actually do know of him.
I stood up to like I think 2 in the morning doing his hair.
He makes music though, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So, you said it was twist?
Yeah,
That's
ponytail
cute.
twist.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. How much was that? They have long hair?
Yeah, his hair is like a bit past shoulder length. I think I charged him 45.
Okay, that's good. You know, gotta set the prices nice for the for like the known guests and stuff.
Right.
But have you ever encountered a rude client though?
Surprisingly, I don't think I have encountered a rude client. Maybe I would say difficult clients. Not really difficult because I deal with children, so you know they're more like they move around a bit more. So I would say that's a little more difficult for me while I'm braiding, but I never really encountered a rude client.
Oh, that's new. So I just literally found out that you braid children's hair.
Yeah.
What would you say is the youngest age you'd take? Because I know kids move a lot.
Well, that's tough. I haven't really thought about that, but I would say the youngest I would take is probably like 3 years old, 2, around there.
Right. Because babies do too much.
Right.
Babies will move too much. But I also wanted to ask you before you started taking your clientele seriously, um, how many years did you actually practice like serious hairstyles before charging and setting prices?
Um, Actually, okay, so I started braiding in May.
Mm-hmm.
I would say about 2 months after that, I think around July, I was already gaining clients. So that's when I kind of like started charging. My work like was like definitely better than it was in May. So I would say around 2 months after, I was already gaining clients. So.
And where would you say you was gaining the clientele from? Family, like a social media platform?
I wouldn't say social media just yet because when I started gaining clients, that's when I created my social media platform. but I would say it was more like friends. Like, people I know, they would see it. Like, I would post it on Snapchat. They would see it like, oh, okay, you do hair now. I was getting known for that.
Okay, so your friends was helping you, supporting you, sharing your
Right.
business. Okay, that's great. So, when did you launch your Instagram page for your hair business?
Uh, I believe I launched it in July 2020. I believe so.
2020?
Yeah.
20. So it's been up for 2 years. That's nice. So you boosted pretty quickly. Like as soon as you started practicing, you went into business.
Yeah.
And so you said you wanted to have a open shop, correct? So where would you
Correct.
ever open this shop? Like, what is your dream shop?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm not really sure, but I would want it in the Bronx just because I'm from the Bronx. But I would expand and have different locations, not just in the Bronx, obviously. But I would definitely start in the Bronx, probably like in my area where I'm from, like Bedford and stuff.
And you would have people working for you, or do you think it would be more of a family owned?
Um, I wouldn't like have it family owned because I feel like that's limited. I would work with other people. I would be open to working with new people.
Okay, so after knowing that you've been hairstyling for so long, you also said that you wanted to get into like nails and other things in a shop. Can you mention more about that? It sounds
Um,
interesting.
I wouldn't say not me personally. I don't think nails and like eyelashes are my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was to open a shop, I would want that in the like in the store. Like my idea is like all-in-one beauty store. It may
Okay.
sound like over the top, like I'm pushing it, but I think it would be a nice idea. You come in, get your hair done, your nails done. Everything's there. It's provided.
Nice, and that will also like open opportunities to work with other
Right.
people.
Networking, definitely.
Right. So, what would you say the most a client has paid you, like tip and everything? Like, what's the most a client has paid you to do their hair?
If if I could remember, I think I had a client. She wanted Fulani boho box braids, butt length, and I think I charged her 160.
But like,
Yes,
yo, those
that was
braids
that
are
was about my second time doing it, and it took me literally 10 hours.
10 hours.
Yes.
10 hours, and you got that all done in 10 and like one day or day to day.
No, one day.
10 hours in a
Yes.
day. Wow, and now I have to ask, what's the longest? Like besides that, have you ever took any like braided any hair and it took longer than 10 hours or?
Honestly, that was my only client because after that, I kind of told myself like I need to get it together and braid a
Yeah.
little quicker
Yeah, I'm
because that
pretty
was
sure.
insane.
Oh my. So, I would like to ask for my final question. Where can we find your Instagram at? Like, what can we contact you on? What can we book you at? Where can we
My
book you at?
my Instagram page is Hair by Manda, as you can see. I do have a website, but it's not put together, so I recommend booking through my DM and you just DM me the hairstyle you want, take a picture of your hair, and then pretty much we negotiate and we go from there.
Okay, that's great. So, thank you, Amanda, for being here. We appreciate you so much. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today, but stay tuned for more Open 2.0 next time.